AM 630. WMAL.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is now 6:38 on WMAL, where Washington comes to talk. It's Brian Wilson, and in for our Larry O'Connor is Dan Bongino today.
Yes.
First, no matter what you've heard, if you like your doctor or healthcare plan, you can keep it. If you don't have insurance, you'll finally be able to afford insurance. And everyone will have the security and stability that's missing today.
Man, we all remember when the president said, do you remember when the president said that?
Oh, vividly.
And I think I said, well, maybe this ObamaCare thing is not so bad after all, because, you know, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you got a health care plan that you like, well, you can keep that too.
If you like your current insurance, you will keep your current insurance. No government takeover. Nobody's changing what you've got if you're happy with it.
Dan Bongino, has that been your experience?
Well, here's the letter I got in the mail saying the exact opposite from Care First. Your current plan will cease upon your anniversary date. So somebody's lying. So it's not Care First.
Now, you had a health care plan that you were completely satisfied with.
I loved it. It was terrific. Really. I mean it. Very good to us.
And so you were just happy to just rock along and continue operating, and you got a letter saying this will cease to exist.
Right. The plan as you know it is no longer an available option. It's done.
What happened?
Apparently it doesn't meet the Affordable Care Act requirements. It met my requirements, Dan Bongino's requirements, but it didn't meet President Obama's requirements, so it had to be dissolved. The plan no longer exists.
So you were pretty torqued about this, weren't you?
I think for radio purposes, that's an understatement. I can't use that kind of language on the air, but yes, torqued, I guess, is a good word.
You were upset. You were angry. You were
human.
PO'd, as
right, and it was late at night, and I was tired, so it was even more angry than I would have been ordinarily.
So, you know, that's usually not a great time to sit down and write a letter, but you wrote a letter to the President of the United States.
I did.
You did. And I want you to read that letter right now.
Okay. I put it on my Facebook where he had a decent following. I wrote, Mr. President, in one of your famous ObamaCare speeches, you stated, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. Well, as evidenced by the letter below, referencing, of course, the letter I got from the insurance company, which my wife and I just received, you lied. We did, quote, like our plan, but we were informed in this letter that our plan will no longer exist, and we will be forced to purchase a new plan from a website which doesn't work for a higher monthly premium for services we don't want.
Now, hold on before you continue. Did you actually go? Have you tried to get onto the Obamacare website?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Forget it. I gave up after about 20 hours.
All right, continue.
Now, I know I'm not one of your connected cronies and insiders who are all given waivers from this disastrous piece of legislation. I was just one of your Secret Service agents who put my blank on the line. It says life here. It was actually a little more colorful on my Facebook. Who put my blank on the line for you every day. I was still praying that given our middle-class existence operating a small business in Maryland, that your fundamental transformation of America would have stayed out of our home. Apparently, that is not the case, as my public battle against your disastrous presidency has just become very personal. Regards, Dan Bongino.
So now, what is your situation now?
Well, now we're in really rough shape. Our premiums are going to go up 20%. Our copay was $0. It's now $30.
Whoa. Your premiums are going to go up 20%. Well,
right.
we were told time and time again that there's going to be cheaper, not more expensive.
Well, only if you math, you don't understand the, greater than equal than sign. I mean, nothing, but here's the thing, Brian, like nothing was cheaper. There's not even like, it was a $30 copay, now you have $0. No, we had a $0 copay, now we have a $30 copay. Our deductible individually doubled. For the family, it tripled. Our coinsurance went from 25% to 30%, and our premiums are up 20%. And here, to ultimately pour a gallon of salt in a gaping, bleeding wound, we now have to buy services I will never, ever use. Substance abuse treatment? Really? I'm not paying for my substance abuse treatment. I'm paying for someone. I'm never going to use that. Maternity? We're not having any more children. I mean, Brian, it's the ultimate insult. And I'll tell you, it touched the nerve. That Facebook post was seen by, I think it's up to 400,000 people. We had like 7,000 shares. People are, and it wasn't all strictly conservatives or libertarians. There are a lot of Democrats on there who are really upset about it.
But hold on a minute, because I remember the president said, let's cut 21, Mike. He said, no, this is going to be a better thing. It's going to be a good thing for you.
Yeah, their insurance is more secure. Insurance companies can't drop them for bad reasons. Their kids are able to stay on their health insurance until they're 26 years old. They're getting free preventive care. So there are a whole host of benefits that for the average American out there, for the 85 to 90% of Americans who already have health insurance, this thing's already happened. And their only impact is that their insurance is stronger, better, more secure than it was before.
Play the top of that again one more time there, just what he said at the very start.
Yeah, their insurance is more secure. Insurance companies can't drop them.
Well, that certainly wasn't your experience, was it?
No, it's not secure at all. We really liked it. Matter of fact, Brian, I took my government plan from Care First, my Secret Service government plan, and when I resigned from the Secret Service, I liked it so much I paid for it privately in the private market. And everything was fine until the president stuck his nose into my house and essentially had my insurance plan canceled. I'm sorry, you can't put lipstick on this.
Maybe it'll get better.
Better? What? Now we have substance abuse coverage service I'm never going to use for Brian, listen, we're middle-class folks. I mean that. I'm not giving you a company line. You've known me a while now. This really stings. I'm not kidding. We wanted to expand our business. Now we're looking at $200 to $300 extra a month. And listen, we're not going to be fine. No one's going to go broke over this, Brian. But we had to cancel, the gym membership, which it's not a huge deal. It's not going to bankrupt us. But the running joke is, if this was health insurance, that was the thing that was probably keeping us in good shape. So we don't have the money. We had to find it somewhere. So we canceled the gym membership.
Wow. Well, I listen, interesting letter, and I don't think that you can find it on your Facebook page,
That's right.
And people, if you want to look at that, you can read it there, and feel free to